Discord is a fantastic app with many positive attributes. It facilitates people to create and develop relationships. Discord, however, is different from what you see at first glance. Discord has a perverse side to it. In this video, we will discuss Discord's harmful and detrimental aspects, including its problematic economic model, controversy, reports of users being doxxed, and even some illegal activities that its users engage in regularly. Things become weirder and crazier as the video explores the evil side of Discord. How does Discord generate revenue? Here's why Discord is far more than you might initially imagine. Let's unveil some vicious hidden facts that you never knew. Welcome to the Incredible channel, where we learn something new every day. Make sure to drop this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Without further delay, let's dive right in. Discord is a free communication tool that enables voice, video, and text chat with friends, game communities, and developers. Discord was launched on May 13th, 2015. It is one of the most widely used platforms for interacting with people online. Tens of millions of people aged 13 plus use it to communicate and socialise with their friends and groups. People praise Discord because it is a hub for their social networks and communities. They can be themselves there and socialise with others who have similar interests and pastimes. The individuals you choose to chat with and the subjects you desire to discuss determine your conversations on Discord. Jason Citron collaborated with Stanislav Wisniewski, the creator of the social gaming site Guildwork, to develop Discord. You can install Discord on your computer or use a web browser to access it. You can download the service on iOS, Android, Windows, Mac, or Linux. Extensive social media corporations have recently come under increasing criticism from lawmakers due to the detrimental effects their services can have on teenagers. Following revelations from a Facebook whistleblower that Instagram has the potential to negatively impact one's mental health and body image, particularly among teenage girls, executives from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat's parent company were summoned to testify before the Senate. Discord is less well known among parents than popular brands like Instagram, even though during the pandemic it had a jump in global monthly active users to 150 million. Some parents find the app, which is widespread for its video game communities, to be less intuitive because it combines the chaotic, individualised world of MySpace with the vibe of early AOL chat rooms or the business messaging tool Slack. Parents' fears about Discord bring to mind an early age of the internet, anonymous chat rooms. While lawmakers' attention to other platforms has primarily been focused on examining more complex technology like algorithms, which might expose potentially hazard content to younger users. Most teens use private, invite-only spaces on Discord with fewer than 10 people. According to the company, all servers are secret by default. Only channels with 200 or more members can be found via its search function if the administrator chooses to make it public. However, if the stranger was invited by someone else in the room, or if the channel link was put into a shared group that the user viewed, it is still possible for kids to connect with strangers on public servers or in private conversations. Every user on the same server can give and accept friend invitations, which makes it possible for them to communicate privately. People on Discord can lie about who they are, just like anyone else online. Predators can follow kids by speaking with kids in kid-friendly channels and continuing the conversation in unmoderated direct messages. One of the users said that a predator was using Discord to groom her 10-year-old kid. The predator encouraged the boy to take the conversation into a private message on Discord while playing Minecraft. This mother had repeatedly advised her kid about interacting with strangers online. He disobeyed the rules because he was lonely after the pandemic and wanted to make new acquaintances. Predators attempt to take advantage of the fact that children are particularly vulnerable. Discord's audio and video broadcasts, as previously indicated, are interrupted. It is, therefore, an ideal location for anonymous cyberbullying to take place. By creating local groups to exclude confident kids and sharing unpleasant jokes and images, kids can use Discord to bully others. CNN Business spoke with almost a dozen parents who talked about their teens being exposed to the network to self-harm discussions, sexually graphic content, and sexual predators. Strangers sought indecent photos of their children, according to parents. Case Study 1. One mother from Charlotte, North Carolina, stated that her 13-year-old daughter's mental health was damaged after a Discord chat room with her interests devolved into a shambles. The group eventually started talking about cutting themselves, sharing tips on how to hide it from parents, and suggested advice on how to run away from home, the mother told CNN. I later found out she was actively engaging in self-harm and had planned to run away to Alabama to visit a friend she made on Discord. Case Study 2. According to communications reviewed by CNN Business, a father outside of Boston first didn't think much of his 13-year-old daughter downloading Discord last summer, since she's a gamer, but subsequently learned she had been corresponding with a man in his 30s who was looking for images of her and wanted to engage in naughty cam activities. According to the father, he discovered that several of his daughter's classmates, unbeknownst to the school, actively use Discord during the day. The school actively blocks apps such as Snapchat and Instagram when they log onto the school network on school devices, but teens are using other platforms like Discord that aren't on their radar, the father said. It's the Wild West of social media. Case Study 3. When a mother in Washington reported that her young daughter was on Discord, a prominent social media site, she felt pretty at ease with the thought of her daughter using it to speak with members of her high school marching band. However, in September, the mother learned that the 16-year-old was also using the audio and chat service to message someone who appeared to be an older male based on his profile image. According to the mother, the stranger, who claimed to be from England, joined a group conversation with her daughter and band members. In a private forum, they became friends. He requested naked photos, which her daughter provided. I went through every chat they ever had, but the most disturbing thing, beyond the nudes, was that he asked her to send a picture of our house, said the mother. Like other parents of young Discord users, she asked to remain anonymous, citing concerns about their family's privacy. My daughter went on Zillow, found our home, and sent it, so he knew where she lives. He then asks what American school buses look like. She took a photo of her bus and sent it. He asked then for pictures of her companions, which she also provided. The mother was concerned that the Discord user was manipulating, following, and plotting to exploit her daughter. She put exterior surveillance cameras around the house after shutting down her daughter's Discord account, which she said took the firm 6 weeks to execute. Because the account was removed, the mother never reported the incident to Discord. The discussions are no longer available to flag. There are several things we should have done retrospectively, she admitted. On the other hand, Discord told CNN Business that child sexual abuse content and grooming, a word that refers to an adult developing an emotional relationship with a minor to control, abuse, or exploit them, account for a small amount of activity on the service. In response to CNN Business's questioning about the occurrences, John Redgrave, the company's VP of Trust and Safety, said, "This behaviour is appalling, unacceptable, and has no place on Discord." Redgrave added, "We built Discord to foster a sense of belonging and community, and it's deeply concerning to our whole company when it's misused. We must and will do better." However, other experts claim that the issues expressed by parents about Discord are inherent in its design model. Discord received a complaint from a Los Angeles woman who claimed the firm was powerless to assist her after a man struck up a conversation with her 10-year-old daughter and began giving her links to BDSM material. Although Discord's minimum account age is 13, some younger users still register, similar to other social media platforms. The trust and security team's automatic email was sent to the mother. "We're sorry to hear that you came across this type of content, and we understand that this can be extremely concerning," said the Discord response, reviewed by CNN Business. "Unfortunately, we're unable to locate the content with the information you've provided. We understand this may be uncomfortable, but if possible, please send us the message links to the reported content for the team to review and take appropriate action." Discord never replied when the mother emailed the company the needed links more than a year ago. Despite stating to CNN Business that it does not comment on particular situations, the business claimed that it evaluates all allegations of inappropriate content with a kid, looks into the behaviour, and then takes the necessary action. Outside of Phoenix, Amanda Schneider expressed disappointment in how the platform handled her complaints after learning that a man in his late 20s had developed an inappropriate relationship with her 13-year-old son, and asked the boy to masturbate and tell him about it afterwards. Discord told me I couldn't do anything unless I had specific links to the text thread that showed my son verifying his age, such as typing, "I am 13", which was shared through a voice chat, and the other person verifying his age before an incident happened, said Schneider. She said, "It was awful. There was no help at all. She discovered he was a registered sex offender and had been detained after she reported the event to law enforcement," alleges Schneider. Suppose the proper parental control measures are in place. In that case, some parents, including professional video game creator Stefan Cotticini, think Discord might be a valuable medium for young players. Some of Discord's features, such as limiting direct messaging to friends, are enabled for his teenage boys who use the platform to play video games. I know Discord can be problematic, but it's important for me as a parent to not simply prohibit these things because of the dangers, but teach my kids about how to navigate them and balance limiting it, he said. To my knowledge, I've never had an issue with any of my boys. Cotticini noted the site is a valuable location for other gamers to drop into his servers and weigh in on what they're doing in real time. He uses Discord to communicate with his own team at work. Additionally, he credits the platform with fostering his boys' passion for gaming. 2 of his sons have already created their own games, and one of them received recognition at the X Prize Connect Code Games Challenge in 2021. Rich Wistocki, a retired investigator in Illinois who now conducts Be Sure cyber training to assist parents, school officials and law enforcement in understanding more about the risks of social media, said parents with kids on Discord should follow age requirements and enable parental controls. In the event of an incident, he advised parents to save links to the text in the channel along with screenshots of the discussion, images, videos and their user ID. Popular messaging app Discord has been included in NCOSE's Dirty Dozen list for the previous 2 years because it hasn't done enough to stop sexually exploitative content and behaviour on its platform. Despite significant safety improvements made by Discord in the wake of the 2021 Dirty Dozen list, the platform still has issues, and the platform still has much more to do to advance. Parents should keep a check on their youngsters as they are vulnerable to such sites. They should always be supervised while chatting with strangers. Parents should develop a friendly relationship with their children and encourage them to discuss their matters with them. This is the only way to protect our children from falling prey to obnoxious people. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel as a sacrifice to the gods of the algorithm. Thanks for watching.